Hej och god afton. Hi and good evening everyone. This is Morten in what you can clearly see is not my normal surroundings. I am in fact in my hotel room here in Gothenburg. This is Hotel Draken and it is a pretty amazing view and I hope to insert some nice views. A couple of days ago, I decided that I was going to go back home to Denmark for Christmas. Things kept coming that I had to deal with up in Oslo that pushed things and pushed things and pushed things. And I was starting to wondering if I should just stay in Norway and save my money. But no, that just seemed too depressing. So I decided on going on Sunday because Friday I went out and had a lovely Indian meal with my family friends, as I call them, and I told them about my plans, and they gave me some lovely presents that I managed to carry with me on the journey. And then when I got back home, they also gave me an extra present in the form of some Christmas present money. And they said this is either to buy something nice in a record store in Gothenburg or for your hotel room. So I left early this morning with a train from Oslo, and it was a very nice train ride. I was very sleepy. I did not sleep well last night. I usually don't do when I have to travel anywhere. And I slept a bit on the train and got here to Gothenburg. Uh, Too early to go into my hotel room, but I went here and they let me store my luggage here. And then I went out and about. And I hit a couple of record stores. I only bought something in the first one, which was way too much in anyway. But I found a new record store, so I tried to insert a little from that in this video. The new record store that I found, it's only been there about a year, and it's like a sister store to a London store, and the woman working there was British, Peckham Soul. So I found some interesting things there, but like I said, I'd already spent more than I should have over there at the Bengans. Yes, Bengans record store is that great store here in Gothenburg, and so it's Bengans here in Gothenburg, and then it's kind of them also in Stockholm, but also Pet Sounds in Stockholm. So yeah. And then I had something to eat, and then I went back to the hotel, and it was time to check in. And I told them I asked if I could have a hotel room in my order. With a bathtub. I really wanted a bathtub, and she said, "Yeah." You've and hopefully a room quite high up because Hotel Draken is quite tall, and that was one of the reasons I wanted to stay here. And she said, "Well, for the type of room you've ordered, we have some rooms on the fourth floor with a bathtub, but we can upgrade you to the 18th floor if you." Pay 200 kroner more. And I said, yes, please. I would love that. And then while we were talking, she then said, you know what? This as a Christmas present to you from the hotel, I'll upgrade you to what we call a superior room, which is on the 30th floor. So I am... my bed and then this chair that I'm sitting on are right next to the window. It's not a big room, but the view is just amazing. So I got here while it was still light out, and I've been lying on the bed. We're looking out of the window while it's getting darker, and all those lights have come up, and it's just amazing. And so tomorrow morning I'll be getting on the ferry from Gothenburg on Stena Line to Frederikshavn in Denmark, and from there it's a short train journey up to Skagen and my Christmas vacation, or whatever you wanna call it. But I wanted to treat you to the records that I bought today. I will not open them if they're in shrink wrap still. Maybe I'll do that in a later video, or I'll record something and add to this. I'm not sure. But the thing is, since I'm traveling, I want the shrink wrap to stay on them. But I really wanted to show them here from this hotel room. Unique experience for me, this. So hope you'll enjoy this. This is, of course, then the bag from Bengans. You've probably seen some of these before. I've been to Bengans a few times since I joined the vinyl community, and a lot of people there today. It's a Sunday, but that's one of the reasons I ended up going on a Sunday. Is I checked and found out that they were open on a Sunday, last Sunday before Christmas, or fourth of Advent, as we say here. So when I got there, I had one record in mind, sort of, which wasn't Swedish, and it disappeared from my brain immediately when I was in the shop. I wanted to see if they had the new vinyl album, which I think came out a couple of weeks ago by Saint Etienne, but I just bloody forgot the whole thing. But there was one thing that I remembered. I wanted a couple of Swedish records now that I was in Sweden, and the first one was... They showed me a couple of doom sludge type records when I was stoner rock type records when I was here last, and I chose the other one and not this one, but I've been wanting it since, and so I did pick it up today. This is Skraeckoedlan, which means lizard or fear lizard, I think the translation would be. And I've heard lots of good stuff about this band. This one cost 299 Swedish kroner, which is not bad at all. This is cheaper than the copy I held in my hand in Oslo, for sure. There was one that cost 359 and looked exactly the same. I assume that was a colored vinyl variant, but I just wanted to grab this one. And not the best lighting conditions in here, guys, sorry about that, but Swedish hard rock, in the doom, gloom, sludge, stoner rock type of music, and what a treat to get it when you're on a little sojourn to Gothenburg. So this is Skraeckoedlan with Vermilion Sky. A Swedish band I'm very fond of and who hasn't done much in the past 15 years or so, except touring without recording anything, is the Cardigans. And I fell for them and found out about them when I was in film college in Ebeltoft in Denmark in 96, 97. Not sure how and why, other than the fact that they became suddenly very popular. So it might have been that, or it might have been me watching, that was it Baz Luhrmann, isn't it? Romeo and Juliet film, where one of their songs were featured. So I wanted to see if they had something of their my favorite early albums. They had a couple of the later ones on vinyl, but they did have one, not the one that I want the most, but I had these on CD, but I always wanted to have Cardigans on vinyl, and so this is First Band on the Moon, 329 Swedish kroner, again, not bad at all, and very happy to have this. It featured Your New Cuckoo, Been It, and of course Love Fool. There's a lamp here. I turned it off because it made it impossible to see what was out there. Look at that. Look at that view. 30th floor, guys. So yeah, there's one of the best, my favorite bands of that period, and one of my all-time favorite Swedish bands, of course, with the Cardigans. First Band on the Moon. I have mentioned him in a couple of videos before, mainly when I've gone through CDs or shown Scandinavian stuff. I have a couple of his albums on vinyl, which I think I also have shown, but Håkan Hellström is, one of the biggest artists of Gothenburg over the past 20 or so years. He's very popular in Norway as well. And his debut album took Sweden and also Norway by storm. Never really found out whether or not the Danish give a toss about him, to be honest. But this is his debut album. It's such such a Gothenburg record, and I always wanted this on vinyl, and how it's so cool to have bought it in Gothenburg, where the man is from. So Håkan Hellström, Känn ingen sorg för mig Göteborg, don't feel any pity for me Gothenburg, and this is it. And I said it earlier, if you can listen to music without necessarily understanding the lyrics, just like some of you can probably get past watching a movie with subtitles, his music is great. He's what's that English word for the type of bird? Skär. Oh my god. He steals from everyone, but he makes it his own, and Håkan Hellström, I love this artist so much. That was my alarm. Håkan Hellström, a friend of mine at work introduced me to him, so I only became aware of him quite a bit after this broke through and all that, but so I think it's his fourth album that I bought first, which I kind of wanted more than this, because it's bloody marvelous. But again, so fun to have this on vinyl and having bought it in Gothenburg. Now the next find made me doubt myself a bit, because it's The Cure, and they had, that debut album, the pink one with the fridge on it, and I really, really wanted it. But then I saw this album, and it cost the same. Both were quite cheap, I would say. And of course, I'm thinking, I don't think I would find this record at this relatively low price, 379 Swedish kroner for Wish. This is the 30th anniversary that I did not buy back when it came out, because I got the deluxe CD, which because sort of in uniformity it fitted with all my other previous The Cure albums on that same deluxe CD version. But I've been gradually getting my Cure discography more up there in the last few months, a couple of years actually. I did buy Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me in a German pressing from back in the day. Kind of a tough thing now that I have this and Disintegration on new vinyl, but then again, some of my other Cure vinyl albums are in really good nick from back when I bought them in my teenage years. But I'm really happy to now have this has been a huge The Cure year for me. I've been rediscovering my old vinyls, and I've been buying several new ones, and of course that wonderful album we waited for 16 years. So very, very happy to have this. I really wanted to get their debut as well, but it'll have to wait, because I was very excited to get those Swedish records as well, and I've spent too much, and I shouldn't have spent more. But in the bin with records that had been reduced in price, I found this one, reduced from 339 Swedish kronor to 199. This is the Long Blondes, Someone to Drive You Home. I have mentioned them a couple of times before as bands who sort of disappeared and didn't end up with the careers they should have had. They released 2 albums, and then unfortunately, illness in the band, quite severe illness as well, made them hang up their instruments. I just have to. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name right now. Maybe I'll leave it there. She has released some solo albums that I'm very keen to get, and they're in my wish list. But this is just such a cool, fun band. The Long Blondes, Someone to Drive You Home. This was an anniversary edition, remastered albums plus B-sides. Oh, nice. Press on red red and yellow vinyl. It says here. If you don't know them, check them out. Long Blondes. So that was a sort of an impromptu hotel room. When am I going to be showing records in a hotel room? Maybe I'll make a follow up to this where I sort of unbox them and show them later on when I'm back in Denmark. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy some of the footage from my hotel room and the view and all that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to enjoy my room. Take care, and I hope to see you soon in another video. Bye. Also, by the way, God Jul!